Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm Poor Poverty. We don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. In today's Bitcoin news, we got a shocking $43 billion price prediction from Jeff Booth. Jeff Booth is a renowned author, Bitcoin enthusiast, and in Bitcoin news today, he says that Bitcoin could reach 43 million per coin, and we're going to show you exactly how. So stay tuned. All right, so fresh hot off the Bitcoin news press is Jeff Booth in a recent interview on Savvy Finance. Jeff Booth is again an author. He owned, I believe, Wish, a commerce business in Canada. And basically all we care about is he's got money and he's shouting from the rooftops about Bitcoin. And in this clip, he talks about a $43 million price prediction. We're gonna get to that. But first, I want to actually show you play a clip from him on his YouTube channel where he explains something that I think we all know, but he just explained it to me in a way that just made it make more sense. Like I've been glossing over it forever and ever and ever, and we're all here chasing after Bitcoin and digital assets because of this truth. And the way he describes it just made it click for me. And I'm going to share this kind of quote, I guess I'm going to use from him later, but this is a great preamble, if you will.
The vast change, these two big forces that are competing in our lives today that we don't talk about, is technology wanting to make prices cheaper on an exponential scale, and a world we've lived in forever that prices always went up. And we believe the only way the system works is that prices go up and inflation is a good thing. And even if you believed inflation was a good thing, nobody has argued with me on the key tenet that technology should drive productivity. Those productivity gains should drive deflation, and that's moving on an exponential scale. Most people.
And I never thought about that. Like I never actually asked myself, is inflation a good thing? I just accepted that it had to happen. And this quote that we're going to play from him that I don't want to spoil, I want him to actually share it himself. It makes you think about it differently. And then when you do, you'll go, wait a minute. Yeah, this inflation's not natural. And it's not something that we should just sit back and accept. So let's go over to some additional Bitcoin news on the Savvy Finance channel from him in an interview where the interviewer is asking, where does Bitcoin fit in and how does Bitcoin in the world of AI converge?
Bitcoin in the world of AI converge.
So this is actually why they're the same thing. So just take AI as an invention by us, created to serve us. It's a tool. And it's a free market tool that gets better and better over time. And relative to Bitcoin, it means all prices are falling faster to the marginal cost of production. Relative to the other system, you're going to see prices, they have to climb. And they have to, and as they climb, there is no free market when money is manipulated at this rate. Just keep saying, like over and over and over again, the natural state of the free market is deflation. And once you
That's the mic drop moment. The natural state of the free market is deflation. One more time. The natural state of the free market is deflation. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't know about you. Maybe it doesn't have the same impact, but it makes sense because like he said, AI, Bitcoin, it's all the same. Why? Because AI is coming or is here to make productivity faster, cheaper, more efficient, right? That's the way tech has always been. We get technology to help speed things up and make things more efficient. Well, if we're making things more efficient and faster, why are they getting more expensive? Like it doesn't make any sense. If the natural state of the free market is deflation, go back to our hunter-gatherer days and maybe more so when we were actually planting crops. If you had to plant and sow those crops and reap those crops by hand, your only way to expedite that was to get more labor, i.e. have a family of like 10 to 15 kids and you put them to work. Well, then you had plows and oxen and different equipment to speed that up. Well, if that were just to exist on its own without any currency in the way, you now would have, 300 bananas to trade instead of 100 bananas to trade. Why? Because you got more efficient with it. You got more equipment that can make your yield or your crops grow faster, whatever the case may be. But there's something in the middle stealing that economic wealth. And that is because it is not a free market. It is a manipulated and controlled market.
Understand that, then you understand everything else is stopping it. And if you think your prices are going up, and if you think this politician and this is going to be growth, like listen to politicians talk about growth today. They're talking about their productivity growth is faster deflation. So what they're actually talking about is we're going to manipulate money faster to steal more money from you. They're not talking about growth at all. So just keep going. The natural state of the free market is deflation. And everything that stops it is not a political system. It's not an economic system. It's a control system. And it's so...
And again, just let that sink in. Anything in the way of the deflation in the free market is a control system. So CBDCs fall right in line with this propaganda, so to speak, of what will be coming next. Because the only way the people in power stay in power is if they can control the flow of energy, especially economic energy. And we don't even want to go down the rabbit hole of like actual energy, but all of that. They have to control something, because if you let it be with a free market that no one controls, then things get more efficient, they get faster, they get cheaper naturally.
So critical. Now why that's important in AI is as AI moves faster and faster, which it inevitably will, exponentially, and it merges with robots that can do anything that you can do way better, faster. The business that hires that brings in robots that you say you won't use because they're removing labor, you will use because it's cheaper for you. You will use it. And if the business doesn't use that, they will go broke because you will choose differently. So if your choices are driving this to lower and lower prices, shouldn't you benefit in an economic system that is repricing that and sharing that abundance with all people on earth? That's what Bitcoin is doing. So Bitcoin is, if you just took kind of $900 trillion balance sheet, which is the world's balance sheet today, and there's 21 million Bitcoin, then the implied value, as long as it stays decentralized and secure, of Bitcoin is about $43 million per Bitcoin today.
Boom, mic drop. $43 million per Bitcoin. Holy hell. And that's just math. So the way that happens and where he got that from is off of this chart here from a post on CPC, that they were just basically showing all the current assets and their value in USD, of course, since that's the global reserve currency. And just simple math says, well, we got 21 million Bitcoin. And like he says, as long as it stays decentralized, then there we go. And I would argue that Bitcoin is deflationary by nature, because the more it goes on, the more people lose their keys and access to their Bitcoin. There's way less than 18 million there's about 18 million that is available in totality. Even though there's 21 million that will have to be printed, and the last one is, 2160 or something like that, a long time from now. But the reason this is important is because that 900 trillion is based off of all these countries and the fiat that they control, and the ability to artificially inflate and stimulate that evaluation of 900 trillion. So it's 900 trillion now, but it could very well be 1.2 quadrillion next year and 2 quadrillion in 2 to 3 years. And there's another post from Mark Harvey that he put it at $871 trillion. And then he breaks down how that shapes up based off of a percentage of all the global assets. So at 1%, a measly 1%, we're sitting at $414,000 Bitcoin price. That's crazy. And there's the 100%, which gets to the 41 million or 43 million, depending on what the global asset value is at the time of when they recorded this or created this spreadsheet. But the point is that just keeps going up. There's nothing to stop it. And since Bitcoin is that black hole, as Michael Saylor said, that all the assets will just get sucked into, then it's not a matter of if, it's when. So there's your gold and silver, there's your equities, real estate, all of that eventually gets sucked into Bitcoin. And if all the assets are going there, then that means you should be there right now, stacking sats. And one of the best ways to do that, in my humble opinion, stealing, of course, this platform, is using Drip to BTC. and create yourself a wallet, free and anonymous, as it was meant to be. No KYC. You just, damn it, I made that rhyme on accident. You just go create a wallet with an email account, and then you send your Bitcoin to this wallet and start earning yield on your deposit. Same way you're supposed to earn yield on your deposit with your crappy fiat bank, where you put money in and they just steal it from you and give you pennies, fractions of pennies on the dollar for what you gave them by lending it out and then inflating it, making it worth less than what you put in the beginning. You can instead hedge against that, put some in Bitcoin, because just showed you the only way for this to go is up. And will we reach 43 trillion in my days on this earth? I have no idea. I'm sorry, 43 million. My days on this earth, I have no idea. But I do know we're definitely going higher than where we are now. So putting a little bit over here in your Drip to BTC wallet and earning yield on it, and then adding to that balance once a month, once every 2-3 months, it doesn't matter. It's just the best way to get out of that fiat Ponzi rat race and hedge your bets, because that is the future, in my humble opinion, of course. Let me know what you guys think about Jeff Booth and his $43 million price prediction. Do you think we get there? Smash that HBO special, help a brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.